It would appear we had 181 new applications for the month of August. Good deal. That's a lot.
It is.
Okay, I will make a motion to accept the 181 new applications. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, Wanda, all right. All in favor? Aye, okay, none opposed.
Do you have a total now? For the
A total, I had it as of August, but
almost
as of this
2,000?
morning, we were 8 shy of 20,000.
Oh my
Is
goodness.
that right? Ooh-wee.
At the end of August, we had 19,957. That's active and inactive together.
End of August.
So that counts
Is
as
that the
active,
end of August?
August 31st, yeah.
Okay.
active in it and inactive together.
Okay, we had 65 deletions, 45 of which moved out of the county, 4 moved out of the state, and 16 passed away. Do I hear a motion to accept these deletions?
I make a motion.
Okay. Second by Cynthia. Okay. Ms. Felder. All right, all in favor? Aye. Okay, motion carried, none opposed. All right, Miss Mary Ann, unfinished business, which of course goes to the issue of the new voting machines. Would you like to give
We're
us a
still
new report?
waiting. We're still waiting. The pilot counties went last week in August to train. We got an email from one of the ladies and she said they're going to be very easy to operate and everybody's going to love them. Short of that, that's all we know.
Who said that?
Deidre Holden in Paulding County.
Paulding County reported they went to some kind of training.
They're one of the pilot counties that will be using them in November.
They'll be using them.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So they had to go
Okay.
for training, so.
They loved them.
She
huh?
said, yes, they were very easy. The people from Dominion were right there with them, showing them, and they'll be there giving them support in November at their special elections, so.
So they're going to be using them in November. Even if,
That's our test counties that will be using them before everybody else gets theirs.
So, like, I know Gilmer has a special election in November. They're just going to use the old machines?
They'll use the old ones, because that special popped up just in the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
One of their post commissioners resigned.
Who was
He's
that?
moving.
Oh.
Do you remember his name?
okay.
I can't remember.
Now they have
I
a
want to say it was
five-man
Dallas
board,
Miller.
don't they?
Was
That was it.
Yeah.
Who?
Miller.
Miller.
Okay.
He was.
They have a five-man
His
board.
resignation is effective as of this Friday.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
So no, they just have a 3.
Is that
Who
right?
has the 5? I thought they'd
I-
gone to
I
5.
looked them up. They just have 3. Maybe Pickens. I don't know. But
Okay.
they got thrown into a special there just like real quick, and it's going to be pretty tight to put it together.
Wow, when are they going to have a special?
November.
Wow, same as this, but they're not going to be using the new machines
No, they
because they've
didn't-
not had the
they
training.
didn't- They didn't know
Yeah,
at the time when the state sent out an email asking if any of the counties had a special election in November and if we were doing anything for a city. And of course, they were like we were, no, neither one. So then right out of the blue, he comes up that he had sold his house, moving out of the county, so he resigned.
so Paulding County, but there were other counties, weren't there?
Bartow, Carroll, Catoosa, Decatur, Loudons, Paulding, and Cobb County will be doing all hand-marked paper ballots by court order. I don't know what that involves.
Whoa, so they're not going to be using the machines, just Paulding?
Cobb won't. No, all these are.
Oh, all
This
these
All
are.
these are
Is
Yeah.
that the email that we're gonna get from the Secretary of State?
about.
It
No,
just
that
says in
one-
the minutes.
That one, I gave
No,
that one out
no.
when we first got it.
Yeah,
I put that one in everybody's box.
It's in every,
I think y'all got it last
Yeah, we
time
got
we
last
met.
time, I had
Yeah.
it for the minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
But
attach it
I
because
got
I
this
kept
email
mine.
this morning just
Yeah,
telling
that's
us
the new one.
who the pilot counties would be,
Okay.
so.
So when you say they're going to be using the machines plus hand,
Not plus hand, Cobb County will be the only one doing hand mark.
Okay,
But the rest of them's gonna be using the machines.
okay, okay.
So it's gonna be exciting to see how they turn out with them and how they like them once they get them in their situations.
Why is
Set
Cobb
up with
County using,
It was court ordered, is all I know. Just says Cobb is conducting court ordered hand marked ballot election using the Dominion scanners in 4 city elections.
or they
So-
gonna have their hands full?
They are. They are.
I don't envy them that, okay. Is there any, do you have any questions or any comments or discussion needed for this? We have no clue when we might be,
Not a word.
And of course, that, no clue as to when the old ones will be taken, and
Not
so
a
we don't
word.
know how much space we, you know.
I think our space down there is gonna be good.
You think it's gonna be adequate?
We may have to put a few things up here, maybe the scanners, the poll readers, the poll
Yeah.
books. We may have to bring them up here, but it won't be hard storing them either. So we should be good.
yeah, sounds okay. All right, moving on to any new business.
We have our itineraries for the
Oh,
conference
yes,
in
you were gonna
December.
show that, okay.
So, of course, everything's gone up. When they combined both conferences, everything went up. So, I've got everybody a copy made in their box.
Okay. Itinerary. Do you know those dates again?
December the 8th through the 11th.
8th through 11th.
And what was that for?
It's our yearly training
Oh, okay.
Where will it be?
in Savannah. And of course, they went to once a year, so.
It's combined.
They've combined VRAG and GEOA to make it one, which will be good.
Yes.
So you have your tally of who's going still?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Any discussion about that, folks, or, oh, when does the madness start about getting rooms and all that? When
We've
will-
already got rooms.
Oh, we
The
are,
ones that are going, that's the ones that Chuck got for us that day, that morning I was out.
that we
I
had
was
all the,
sick.
yes, that had all the trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was at home with pneumonia.
Yeah, that's right.
We had to get rooms, and you've got your room, right?
At Indigo, yeah.
Yeah, so we're good.
Okay. Now, you're not going, are you, Belda? No. Okay. And Wanda, you're not going? Okay. That's all right.
But everybody be sure to get your brochure, you can look through it and see the changes. Jean Lord's not gonna be over the coordination of
that
it, so
happen,
we've
I
got
wonder?
another lady that's doing the coordination of it, so.
Who is the new lady? Why don't you get one of those? Let me get one of those, Mary Ann. I'll get it.
Okay. Let's just grab everybody's.
Okay. Yeah.
I love to go to Savannah, and I always enjoyed the trip, but I just can't do it now.
You got your new book anyway.
Oh, thank you. That's good.
Okay.
Constitution book is right there, we
Yeah.
got brand new ones, they were out.
Good.
Okay.
Let me get mine.
Did I not give it to you?
Huh?
No, I left it in there. Yep, I did.
It's not up there.
Okay. Okay.
If you look on the front page, the last paragraph, it tells about what it's gonna cost us.
Oh, you don't have to buy the printed conference notebook.
No, you can print it off yourself.
You serious?
That's what it says. And it'll be available in November for us to print if we want to print it ourselves. Or we can pay $30 and they can print it. Which I'm opting to let them print it.
I would say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean,
Let 'em
because
do
there
it.
were a lot of bloody pages on
Let
it.
you pay for it.
Yeah, yeah, as I remember.
And you don't get the dividers with
It's
it
worth
like
No,
they could.
and
And the
the
binder.
the binder,
binder.
but I've got a few of those.
We have several.
Yeah. Okay, so you pay 30 for that. The base fee for the conference is $460. If you enter a banquet
Ended
ticket,
up
print a notebook, and
$550.
total cost will be $1,250. The cost may seem high, but you are no longer paying for 2 conferences. How about that?
Which would have been $920
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
if we were still going to 2.
Well, they're probably glad we're not going. They get to keep the money. $920.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now.
And the dues fees are $45, which is the combined total of what we paid last year. So there's no break on that one. Last year it was 20 and 25. 20 for VRAG, 25
Yeah.
for GEOA, so this year it's 45 for
For the
registration.
combined, yeah, because they're
Yeah, so
now
they just
together,
added
okay.
them together.
Okay. All righty. Well, that'll be some good reading material.
Yeah, and they do give you, well, every year I think they've given you the choice of opting out on the banquet, but you've got to tell them whether you want to go to the banquet or you're not going. So I think that may be one of the changes this year, because, you know, Gene would take extra tickets and
Divvy them
draw
out.
names
Oh,
and give them out like that. So if you plan on going, taking somebody, we'll have to mark, yes, I'm going, and yes, I
And
want
when
an extra.
what's the deadline on that?
Whenever our registration is, we've not sat down and read all the way through.
Okay,
yet.
okay.
I know we can turn in our dues money October the 1st after that.
So we'll have to let them know.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'll look through here because they should tell you what night the banquet is,
On
right?
Tuesday.
It's on Tuesday. Okay.
We have to have a registration money in for the class by November the 1st.
Okay, so by November 1st, we've got to know whether we're gonna go to the banquet or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All righty. I'll have to deliberate on that one. Do we have any other questions about that, folks?
I just want to make sure it is elective whether we go or not.
Yes,
We don't-
ma'am.
We don't have to have that 12 hours of training or whatever it is.
As long as we have 2
Mandatory.
people that have it.
As long as
Good.
2 of us on the
Of the
board
board.
have it.
Okay.
Yes.
Not everybody has that.
No, the board's is certified as long as 2 of
It's
us.
2 people, yeah.
Yes. So you're all right, honey.
All right.
No problem.
Yeah, let's see.
Just want to do my duty.
I understand.
It's on page 3, the other right here. Mandatory training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd let you know if you had to be there or else.
Okay.
Usually they have some kind of a theme. What's the theme?
I don't know, the front page, the cover, it looks weird, doesn't it?
It
Because
does, it's
would
so
not-
different.
It would not print the front page, the cover sheet. I don't know why, it would print off a blank sheet.
Cruising, take this fantastic voyage, setting sail.
A
Looks like
nautical
that's
theme,
kinda
I
like
Oh,
guess.
the article. Okay, well, this apropos since that ship is upended right there. I guess it's apropos.
boat may
They're
go
right on
astray.
theme with it, aren't
Hope
they?
that wasn't one you're supposed to sail on.
I hope so too. I think it was a cargo auto carrier. I wonder. Oh well. Did they drag it to shore, or did they drag it anyway yet? I haven't either, I just saw pictures on Facebook of that. Okay,
And we did receive another open records request late Friday afternoon after the office closed from Coalition for Good Governance, asking for the election dates we had in January, February, and March from 2010 through 2019.
Woo. All of the election dates
No, just for
January,
January, February,
February.
and March.
for those years.
3 months out of each year.
Huh.
What's going on that need that?
I don't know. But I've started working up the list. The only ones we had during January, February, and March were either the presidential preference.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Or a splost. We've had 2 splost in March. That's all I can find. So we had 2 presidential preference and 2 splost. That's all I can find in all those years, in those months. But I'm not through looking, so I'm
Okay.
still looking
When did you receive that?
this morning.
Okay.
So we have until Thursday
And who was
to
that
send
from?
it back. Coalition for Good Governance.
Governance, huh?
That's Bill Marks' deal.
Because I know it's not governance, it's governance. Okay.
2010 through 2019.
2010 through 2019, huh?
January, February, March.
Wow.
Were those, it was all those years, 2010 through 2019?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's my copy.
Coalition for Good Governance, yeah, okay. Let's see, documentation of the elections your office conducted for the years 2010, 2019, during January, February, March of those years. A list of elections conducted with a date in the aforementioned time period would suffice. So all they really want to know is a list of the elections and the dates you held them. Strange.
You don't have to have results and all that kind of stuff.
Well, they didn't ask for that.
Because they clarified it, said just a list of the dates and which elections. So I started working on them. In 12, we had a presidential preference. In 15, we had our school splost. 16, we had a presidential preference. 18, we had our school splost. And I'm going to look back and see when we did the county splost. I think it falls in there too.
Oh, does it?
Mhm.
Okay, I guess they know what they're looking for.
Does the county, they don't always do their SPLOST in November with?
Sometimes they'll
they
do
have-
it in November, sometimes they'll do it early in
Earlier.
case they think it's gonna fall through.
Okay.
It won't get
Have time.
voted in and they'll
Okay,
have another
yeah, I
election,
remember.
so.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to see if they did one in March, but I don't remember us ever doing one of those in March.
I can't remember.
But I'm gonna look just to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't wanna get on the bad side.
No, absolutely not.
Just trying to think if it has to do with the expense of having these elections on those states, see if you really did.
I don't know, we had one that we
I
had
doubt
put
it.
down how much we spent on each election, how much we budgeted, everything. I mean, it was like unreal on that one.
That was the same organization.
Same group. Mhm.
Huh. Well, who can figure and fathom what they're looking for? Who can? You never know. Might not be anything, might be just something they want to put in their
I
computer
don't know.
for some
If we
reason.
have it, we send it to them, so.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, anything else? Nothing under new business, obviously. Public comments, sir, do you have any questions?
I was just gonna see if, you said you had gotten an email about the counties that would be testing the machines. Would it be possible to forward that to me, or is it kinda confidential?
I can give you the counties,
Okay,
if
yeah,
that would be all right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
I can.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you.
All right, any other comments, folks? When do we plan on meeting again?
October 7th,
Oh,
it's the first Monday.
Okay, October 7th is the next meeting. And it should be cooler by then, maybe.
Should be.
Uh-huh.
Should be,
Okay.
maybe.
Anybody else want to ask any other questions or?
I have a question that isn't exactly related, but it's a voter registration question that I was asked. And I thought I knew the answer to it, but I wanted to double check. And that is, I was asked if all voter registration events have to be nonpartisan.
Events?
I don't think so.
When you're registering voters,
Okay.
voter registration tables or whatever you want, whenever people.
I don't
No,
Yeah,
think
I mean,
so.
because we had a
can do-
Republican.
Well, that's
The
what I
parties
thought.
set up and do them.
Where is that in the Georgia code, or where would I find that?
I'm
in
not sure,
print?
we'll look though after the
Yeah.
meeting if you want to.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I mean,
you
that's-
have set up a table and you can register people.
yeah, I know, that's what apparently there's somebody new in the state position, and I said, look, we've done this before. But I said, okay, I will ask, make sure, so.
Yeah, we'll look,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But yeah, it'd be
But
good if I
you
had
hear
it in
of
print,
them-
because
you
it's
hear them
always
talk
better
about
to
it on
say,
TV all the
read
time,
it
the
here.
party
Have a
set
Will
up.
Craig booth out here and register people.
Yes.
Yeah.
The important thing we do when we go to the schools though is we're not
go as a party.
advertising parties. We
Right,
just
we
go
do
as
that.
Board of Election
Sure.
members and
Right.
to register
Or
people.
even, yeah, I mean, and when we've done it, when the three of us, when Vicki Smith and Marjorie and I did it, we always do it nonpartisan. It is not at the school, always.
Always, yeah, I mean, at
And
the
there's
school.
there's no talk, I mean,
You're
I mean,
not-
I would
right.
anyway, at a voter registration
right.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. We'll look
But-
it up.
Okay, that'd be
At the
great.
Labor Day, you guys weren't registering because they said we were and they didn't want to bother with it, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on with that, frankly,
Well, now,
because I was a
the
little
only reason I
upset
know
about
that is because
Oh, I
the
know that's
gentleman
true.
came over and we were chatting and he asked how many we registered and it was early in the morning.
It was like on that Saturday before, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I said, have y'all registered? And he said, oh, we're not registering today, so, I mean,
Yeah,
because you are, he said, we heard you were, so we didn't, so, you know.
yeah.
And anyway, people that came up to register, we did not ask them anything about parties.
Right.
I mean, they knew we were Republican, obviously, because
Right,
of our signs that
right,
people had
right,
around,
obviously.
but we could
Yeah.
have just as easily had it. I mean, I don't
Give
even
them
think
out
they
to
noticed that.
anybody that
I
asks.
think they would.
No, they didn't ask.
Sign that and give it to me.
Yes, ma'am, I will. Okay.